Hey, so I know I'm new, um, so I'm gonna try and use this platform as sort of a way to like get over my sort of, I guess, like social anxiety. Um, and so I thought I'd start off with just sharing something um about me. Um, and one of the things was my trip to Washington D.C. Last year. Um, I went this year as well, but I have more pictures from last year. And printed them all too. So I just thought I'd share that. Because it was a lot of fun, and um, I took a ton of pictures and printed them all out. Um, and made a scrapbook. Um, so one of the places we went to was the Museum of the Bible. That was pretty cool. Um, so, um, this is one of the stained glass windows that they have there. It's, I guess it's supposed to be Jesus. And then there was this garden. They called it a garden. It's on the top floor. Up in the corner right there. That's like where there was like a sort of like just big window where you could see like from the top. And this was right outside of a restaurant, so that's why there's a bunch of tables. And then there's some more stained glass windows right here. And the pictures don't really do it a lot of justice. They're very bright and colorful and beautiful. And then right here, this was one volume of a copy of the Bible, I think in Korean. I know it's hard to tell in this video what it looks like. But this was just one volume of it. Like this one was on display, and then there were like other volumes. Like you can see the other volumes stashed under it, just closed. So that was really cool. And then this was just some pottery that was there. I guess that was recovered from those times. This was supposed to be a plate that would have been used during Passover. Again, the color was so much brighter in person. It was really pretty. And then there was some more stuff that I guess was used during Passover. I did have a few more pictures, but they didn't like exactly print very well. So yeah. But that was for the Museum of the Bible. We also went to the Spy Museum, the International Spy Museum. I highly recommend going here. It was very cool, very fun, very informative, very interactive as well. You like get your own missions and stuff. Like you have your own mission to complete. So it's like you're a spy. I highly recommend going here. Although if you do, I would also highly recommend buying your tickets well in advance, because they'll probably be sold out on the day that you want to go if you don't. You can buy your tickets online up to 45 days in advance, which is what I did for this trip. So yeah, highly recommend going here. Also highly recommend buying your tickets in advance. So yeah, this was very, very fun. And like I said, I went on this whole trip with my husband and my brother. This is one of the activities that they have. I took the pictures from a video that I took because I did video both my husband and my brother doing this. This is my brother. So like the point is to hang on to this thing for 60 seconds and like quote unquote wait for the helicopter to arrive. Otherwise you just like fall. He made it to, I think, yeah, here's another one. He made it to like 30 something seconds. So you can see in the corner right there. Funnily enough, whenever we went again this year, this guy right here was, at the bottom of the elevators, like letting you in. So, and I recognized him and was like, I'm pretty sure I saw him before. And sure enough, I did. And then my husband also doing it. I don't think he made it quite as long as my brother did. Yeah, he only made like 24 seconds. I didn't try it, because I have a terrible grip. But, yeah, they had a few things here. Some spies used like masks and shoes and stuff. Had like a camera pigeon or something, pigeon camera, whatever. And a little kit that they had put together. And I don't remember what these are, honestly. Sorry. And then this too. Again, I don't quite remember everything that it was. I should have labeled it. I should have labeled everything. And but yeah. Oh, they had a model of the James Bond car, which I thought was cool. My brother is really into James Bond. And this tank. This was coming down like out of the building. There's like stairs coming down because like you're going, because like the exhibits are actually take up 2 floors. They take up the 4th and the 5th floor. So there's a lot of steps going down. And then we went to the zoo, also the National Zoo, which is huge and very beautiful. They have so many animals there. Those are some ducks. Again, I know it's not a great picture, but they had that. And some ducks again. They were pretty cute. And then my husband again with this, I think it's a hawk. We went to the birdhouse mainly because it was new whenever we went. We didn't want to spend too much time going around. I'm not really sure what I was taking a picture of, honestly, in this picture. But yeah, this was just the birdhouse. Part of the birdhouse that I took a picture of. Because again, the colors were just very bright and vibrant. There's a bird right there. That I was trying to get the picture of. And again, just another picture of the plant life, vibrant colors. There's this weird looking bird they had out there. I thought he was kind of funny looking. It was fun. They had flamingos, which they were more like salmon colored than pinkish, which I guess makes sense because, you know, they eat seafood, so that's where they get their color from. Actually, if you didn't know, they get their color from what they eat. And then a bison, I think, a buffalo or a bison. I thought I had a picture of an elephant, but I guess not. We also took a very brief visit to the Holocaust Memorial Museum. The only reason why it was very brief is because it's very sobering. Obviously, the Holocaust was a terrible thing that happened. And I just decided we could go out just sort of out of respect to them, you know, to the people who had to experience that. So it was very sobering. There were some, so like this is what one of the watchtowers would have looked like. And then like one of the train cars that they would have been in, you know, on the way there to the concentration camps. And there was this really cool exhibit that I thought, it's a panoramic picture, so that's why it's like looks bent like that. The wall itself is actually straight. I just did a panorama, so that's why it looks curved. But it's a bunch of pictures of, I took a picture of like what it was. It's called 1078 Blue Skies, and somebody had taken a picture of like individual images from every known concentration camp and killing center across Europe. And they just took a picture of the night sky and put it all together in one big thing. So I thought that was really neat. And there was like an exhibit also of a like somebody's house, what that would have looked like, because this was like talking about one of the kids that survived, and like how they were hiding out and stuff. I guess I didn't print a picture of it, but also here there was a like, I want to call it a chamber, but you know, probably just a room where there were candles that you could light, like to respect those who died at there. And it took me a minute. There were names along the walls. You could light a candle if you wanted to. and there were names on the walls, and it at first I thought they were the names, like the surnames of people, like of families who had died. But then I realized that there couldn't possibly be enough of them because there were only like 4, like maybe 5 or 6 there. But then I recognized the names Sobibor and Auschwitz, which, if you don't know, are 2 names of very infamous concentration camps. And that's when I realized that all of the names must be names of concentration camps. And that's kind of when we left. We did a lap around it. Of course, it was very silent, because just out of respect for the people who had to experience that. And then we did a lap around it, and then we left, because like I said, it was very sobering. And it was just a lot to handle. It's one of those things that, in America at least, like, because I'm American, it's one of those things that, like, you don't really get told. I mean, you can learn about it, but it's not the, like, you learn about Anne Frank, and I got, shown, like, different videos and movies about it, but it's just, to me, the museum made it feel more real and much more, just that much more terrible. Anyway, on a happier note, I have a lot of outdoor pictures as well, because there were, the cherry blossom museum was going on while we were here. So the cherry blossoms were out. There's a picture of, I have lots of pictures of them. My husband took some of these because he loves cherry blossoms. And I'm sorry that they're not coming through very well on my camera here. I swear it looks a lot better in person. And then the Washington Monument here. There it is again. More cherry blossoms. They're so pretty. They really are. I forget what memorial that is. It might be the Thomas Jefferson. We didn't actually go in it. I just took a picture of it from kind of far off. That flower here is from the flower library. The same area as where I took these pictures. They had like a floral library or something. Also where I took these pictures. Very pretty. It was a bunch of tulips. And then I have the Smithsonian Castle and then the Washington Monument again. This was closed. Whenever we tried to go in, so we couldn't actually go in it. There was a sign in front of it last year that said that it was supposed to have been open in February of last year, and that sign was still up when we went this April, like in 2024. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I don't know if they're like renovating or if they just, maybe took a little longer than what they thought it would, but it's, as far as I know, it is still currently closed. So I don't know what's going on there, but anyway, the last place that we went, was Museum of Asian Art, and this was really cool. Also, I liked it about as much as the Spy Museum. And my brother actually wants to be an archaeologist, so this was really interesting to him. He enjoyed himself here. There was some, now, it says Museum of Asian Art, but there's some stuff from Egypt. There are some little, like, trinkets and stuff. They were kind of cool looking, I thought. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but a lot of these things are blue. Because apparently blue is a very important color in ancient Egypt. I forget why. I thought I'd taken a picture of it, but some pottery, a mask that my brother thought was funny. He wanted to go find that again this year. I forget why it said blue was an important color. I think it has something to do with like eternity or something, and like water. Obviously water, being in a desert, You know, I mean, water is important anyway, but especially when you're in a desert, it's very important. So I guess, that was, that. This isn't from the Egyptian. Well, that one is, but the rest of these are from other areas. Thought these were really cool. This is a ring, like a really bright gold ring. This was very pretty. I thought that was really nice. This was also bright gold. I think you can tell in the video here. This was a very bright gold and also very pretty. These pictures were this was a Tibetan shrine room, which I thought was really cool looking. Again, I don't know how well you can tell in the video, but it was very red. It was very red in here, but I thought it was so cool. And there was like incense in there, and there was like some very soft music playing. You couldn't actually go all the way in it. I think right here there was like a sort of barrier. You could kind of go in it, but like not all the way. Like you could go in it just enough to kind of get a feel for it. But you couldn't go all the way in it. Like I wouldn't have been able to go and touch that without hopping over the barrier. But it was very peaceful in there. I really enjoyed going in there. I thought that was really cool. And then there's this, this is really cool stuff. Oh my goodness, I think, oh gosh, sorry, some of my pictures are coming off. Let me just fix that real quick. So I use double-sided tape to kind of attach it. So, okay, I guess that's what happens. But yeah, these were really cool. And again, I don't really know what a lot of these are, actually. A lot of these, I think, are, like, trying to depict gods, like Hindu gods and stuff. Gods and goddesses. So, that's what that is. I'm not gonna try and say their names because I'll probably butcher it and get them all wrong and attribute the wrong name to them. So, but it was really cool though. I really enjoyed it. The whole trip was really fun. That's all my pictures that I have printed. But the whole trip was really fun. And if you do ever go to DC, like as a trip, I would definitely recommend those places, especially the Spy Museum. The Holocaust Museum, I think, would be a good idea for a field trip, probably. If you live close enough, obviously. Or if your school is close enough to it. But I would also make sure your students know that it's, why you're going there, because there was a school there that was going there on a field trip, and I thought they were very disrespectful. They were like cheering at the end of a video, about like a kid who survived there. They were just being really noisy, and I felt like it was a little uncalled for in that situation. But that's just me. It is just from how everything else was in there. It just felt really odd. Anyway, not gonna go into that. The whole trip was just really enjoyable. Had a lot of fun. We went again this past year. Hit some different places. I'll probably make another video showing like some of the pictures that I went to from the places that I went to this year. That includes Hell's Kitchen. Yes, Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, which was amazing. The food was great. And yeah, so both trips were extremely enjoyable. But yeah, anyway, I hope you found this interesting. And like I said, it was really fun. And my name's Shirley, by the way. I don't think I said that. Although you can probably tell from my channel name. Like I said, I'm trying to get over some like social anxieties and stuff by doing this. I'm not sure if I'm ready to show my face yet. I might show it like later, but I'm not sure when though. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. Well, it's night here where I'm at. It's like 9, I think. 9 or 10. I'm not sure. I probably have to go to bed soon. But yeah. Peace.